I just finished Twilight Breaking Dawn. I'm gonna do... Oh, I cannot with the last book. It's... Right, I'm trying to remember every little detail so I don't miss everything. Okay, first things first, I absolutely adore Edward and Bella. I know some people have... Like, there's very different opinions out there. So I'm just giving mine. I love him. I feel sorry for Jacob throughout the whole series, because, like, obviously, he loves Bella. Bella doesn't love him. And then that whole imprinting thing. But I have a theory on that. My theory on Jacob imprinting is that it was for Renesmee's safety, because Renesmee survived because Jacob imprinted, because no one could, like, no werewolf could hurt Renesmee. So that helped bring the werewolves, or shapeshifters, if you know, like, they're not actually werewolves, they're shapeshifters. And I just, like, right, the film, from what I know of the film, he has a American accent in the film, but in the book he says English pet names like love. So I'm like, anyway, that's a little difference. I've not seen the film yet. The kiss thing, that, like, Jacob kissing her without her consent and then blackmailing her into pissing him, and then that whole mess of her realising she does love him, but then she loves Edward more because Edward's pheromones have got her addicted, and that whole, like, thing's a mess. I agree. I can see why people don't like it. But and people, like, I've seen some stuff online, and people were saying that Edward and Bella were crap parents and they were too busy getting at it and not paying attention to Renesmee enough, and I'm like, hold up. They were busy trying to save Renesmee's life, yes. They were not getting busy 24/7. Yes, that they probably did that a lot, I don't know. They were busy, okay, trying to save themselves. They did not have time. Oh, I love Emma. Emma's a little shit, embarrassing Bella in front of Charlie. And I love I love Jacob for helping Bella out with that. Bless him. He had good intentions, okay? Oh, the amount of times, like, I'd quote stuff from, like, they'd have stuff in the film that was in they'd have stuff from the book that was in the film, and I'd quote what was said in the film. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, like, the Bella, where you been, looker? When that part was in it, I was like, yes. And what other famous quote is that? Oh, you nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? Nessie, love that. What else was there? Trying to remember everything. I've read all the books, and this book was a hefty gal. It was, like, thick. Hold on. Mom, where's my book?
I don't know.
Oh, it's too far. Yeah. That whole part where Edward leaves and Bella's, like, depressed for a bit, that was, like, a lot. And to be honest, did that really make sense? I don't know. Like, but it did add to kind of the storyline of her and Jacob, kind of melding them together and bringing him into the fold. I can definitely see why people might find it problematic, but I just take it at face value. People analyse it too much, and they try and dissect it too much. They don't just enjoy it for what it is at face value, and just read it for what it is. Because it's a pretty decent book. Oh, I loved how, like, Edward saved her from those, like, predators, or... How do I describe them? Just creeps, yeah, predators, creeps. He's a good man, is Edward, really. Like, he is very overprotective, which is a bit much. But again, I take it at face value. He is. I'm trying to think, like, if he's ever been, like, overly protective in a disrespectful way. I don't think he's ever done anything, like, disrespectful to her. I think it's more just wanting to keep her safe kind of protectiveness. Not a controlling protectiveness. Let me try and go through every little book. I've been lucky actually to find all the books either secondhand, like a thrift shop / charity shop, or audiobooks on YouTube. Thank God for people who read audiobooks. I love you guys. So, yeah, I do think that it's. I'm trying to remember. Bear with. There's a lot to cover. A lot of books. Prom was adorable. I liked how he took her to prom. That was sweet of him. And I like how it wasn't like they added spicy elements, but in a very tasteful way. Because it was more like they added just the start of the spice and then kind of like fizzled it out, transitioned it into the morning after the spicy moment, and kept it for Bella and Edward. And I thought that was sweet because it's like a tween book / movie, so it's kind of like, yeah, transitioning from like a kind of that age group. If that makes any sense, I don't know if I am making any sense. I'm just rambling here because I'm so like the books. I love the book. Well, books. What else is there? She's sassy. I love her. Like I have to watch the film to compare the characters, like if the film's any different. But yeah, and to be honest, I'm not really a Team Jacob or Team Edward kind of person. I just think, right, my opinion on that is that I feel sorry for Jacob because she doesn't love him the way he loves her, but she does love him in kind of like a familiar way, like family. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. I feel storage ran out. Well, it was getting low, so yeah. That's why the angle might have changed. I'll keep it short and sweet now. So, I love the book series, need to read. Love the book series, need to watch the films to compare. I can understand people not liking some points of the book, like the moments with Jacob where he's a bit pushy. The imprinting is a bit of a grey area, but my opinion is that it was for Renesmee's safety and it's not romantic or sexual. It's more of a caring, protective kind of imprinting thing. I love the ending. I think the ending's brilliant. Like, it was good. I love that there was an Irish coven because I'm a big fan of Ireland. That's just me, like, having that little. I don't know. I just like that. Carlisle and Esme. Oh, Charlie. I'm so happy that Charlie finally found someone. Renee needs to get her shit together. She is, like, a mess, okay? And I feel sorry for, like, the other girls didn't really seem like good friends to Bella. Like, she was depressed that whole time and you guys didn't think to check in on your friend and call her. What is this? Send a meme! If memes were a thing. Or, like, send a photo. You don't even have to send, like, a paragraph being, like, checking in, you know? Just, like, send something funny. To let the person know that they're not alone, you know? Anything else? Yeah. To me, I like it. It's a bit of fun. I think people analyse it too much. And read between the lines too much and just take it too seriously. It is a bit of fun, not real at all, like, and going to Italy, like that whole Italy thing, and Volturi. And I hope I'm saying everything right because I'm reading it, not hearing how it's pronounced. So you get me. But yeah, definitely gonna keep it on rotation. Like that is gonna be something I read regularly. It is awesome. There's a lot of books, so I'm probably gonna miss bits and bats here and there. But I just wanted to talk because I loved it. Bye. I just remembered because obviously I've got so many books to like think about. I remembered the whole like her going with them while they played baseball while it was like a thunderstorm, and then another vampire coven finds them and all that jazz, and her having to like gallivant about and stuff. Madness! When I was reading that, I was like, what the hell? I loved it. In like, you know, that kind of like, ooh, what's gonna happen next kind of way. And that was a very, very sneaky move of that vampire to use a voice recording of her mum. Like, yeah. And poor Charlie. The shit that Charlie's been put through. That Renee didn't even go to Bella's graduation, and then Charlie's there. Like, Charlie may not have been dad of the year. Like, I'm not saying he's perfect and Renee ain't perfect, but when she was there, he loved her to bits. Like, he had beef with Edward for ages because of how she was after Edward left. I'm using a selfie stick, so forgive the shakiness, but I just remembered this and had to talk about it. And so did Jacob, bless him. Jacob was like, if you hurt her again, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know? Like, he loved her to bits. I'm a big fan of them both, like I said. Like, I've not got a preference, as I said before. And I definitely want to watch the films because of the blue tint. I feel like it'll be really relaxing, just have the blue tint and like... I know what people say about the films, but I just want to watch it and have my own opinion. Yeah, I know. But yeah, definitely gonna read it again. Like I said, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that happened that was like a big standout moment that I should talk about. Is there any more? Let me think. Give me a second. Obviously, the truck thing was awesome. Like when there was a truck coming and then he goes like boom and saves her and saving her from the creeps. I mentioned that before, but I'm mentioning it again. The shielding thing was fabulous. Love that. And yeah. What else? I feel sorry for all the guys that fancied her and she rejected them, but like, dude, come on. Like, she's in love with someone. Let it go. Like, you had no chance once Edward locked that down. It was over for you guys. As you can tell, I'm really happy, really hyper. Like, about it. I love it. Anything else? Did I mention anything else to you, Mum? Because I talked to my mum about it a lot.
Not
From
really,
reading all the
no.
books.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't pay attention?
Well, I didn't even realise you'd read a load before that.
Oh, yeah, I've read all of them. Right.
How many is it altogether?
Oh, no, that's a question. Give me a second. Yeah, I think there's about... Don't kill me, guys. I think there's about 4. 1, 2... No. 3, maybe 4.
Wow. All that thick?
No. They vary in thickness depending on the points in the story.
Hmm.
So, like, the first one was just getting yearly used to it and, like, introducing their relationship. Second is the relationship started. And then she went to a birthday... Wait, let me get my storylines right. Second one, they went for they played baseball. And then other vampires found her and wanted her as a snack. Because she weren't a vampire then. And then the one after that, like, and then she had to run away. And there was a whole mess with a vampire running after her and capturing her and biting her, and then Edward had to get rid of her venom and stuff. And then the one after that was she went to a birthday party. We're in the Cullen household.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, she got a paper cut in a vampire household from opening a present. And it's blood in a vampire household.
Yeah, but that won't be enough to give them a meal.
Oh. It'll set off their frenzy. They had to hold poor Jasper back. And then Edward felt bad. And the Edward flinging her. Like, what was Edward thinking? That made no sense. Just like, zoom! So yeah, there was that one. And then there was the depression one as well, was a big chunk of that one. And then the last one was obviously, he was like, I can't live without you. They got married because of the Valtteri as well. And then yeah, they won because Alice was a little shit not explaining everything to them. Oh, Rosaline. I will go to war for that woman. I would be beside her, helping her bury every single body of her attackers, because that is not on, and I'm glad she killed every one of those people. Disgusting degenerates. Disgusting. That proper pissed me off. And like just made me like love her so much. Like I was like, I felt so like sorry for her and like understood her on a different level, like why she was the way she was now. Yeah, that's it. That's all the books. As you can see, I love it.